Access. Okay, can you see my screen? Yeah, can
Yeah,
see.
I can see your screen.
Can see, yeah, clear. Okay, great. That's all. Okay, Ken. So I think we're all good, just waiting for the rest of the team to join, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
so we will wait for the team to join and then we can start.
Ken, no problem. By the way,
Okay.
Miss Margarita,
Okay. Hello, good morning, everyone. Thank you for your time to join our
Hi.
training today with AAC Singapore. Today we have Miss Akila, who will
Hello, nice to
explain
meet.
to you regarding the program. And if you haven't met me before or the first time to join with the agent webinar, I'm Margareta as the Regional Marketing Manager for Australia, New Zealand, and Asia Specialists. So if you have any inquiry later after this session, you can ask me or Mas Farid or Mas Franklin. Okay, now I think they already joined.
Okay, I think
We can
we have.
start now.
Okay,
The
hi
time is short.
everyone. Hi everyone, I'm Akila here. I'm a business development manager here in AAC Singapore. Okay, so some of you guys may have heard about our campus in Australia. It's AA Poly, but in Singapore, we also have a campus here. Yeah, some of you may have not know about it. Okay, but AAC Singapore is also in one of the central location that we are located. So we target a lot more on the Asian side because we have a pathway that we want to provide for the students, either to go to Australia or to have a internship in Singapore and eventually work in Singapore. Okay, so but today purpose of this session is really to share the overview about our AAC campus in Singapore. So mainly I want to go through a lot more on the course info, the tuition fee structure, okay, as well as the requirements. What are the requirements? You guys are going to be the counselors, right, presenting to the parents or the students. So you guys need to know what are the prerequisites that we need in order for the students to get enrolled to our programs. And also, mainly I'm going to go through more on the marketing. I'm going to show some marketing collaterals that we have. But of course, at the end of it, you can ask Miss Margareta. She has all the access to the link and everything. So yeah, if you guys need all the information, you can ask from her directly. Okay, so let me just share screen. Okay, hold on. Okay, so yeah, at the end of this session, we can have like a short question and A session, Q&A session. Okay, so we'll leave it all at the end, but if you have any questions, you can just type it also at the chat box. I will try to attend as well. Okay, so let's start. Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah. So just a quick video. Yeah. So like I said, we have a campus here in Singapore,
Akila.
and we are located in Middle Road, which is a central part of Singapore. It's a city area. Okay, and we have total of 6 levels. And if you guys wondering why we have tertiary and a mix of the younger students, because we have government preparatory course, so it's a mix of tertiary and also the younger students as well. And yes, we have over 100 years of experience. Because originally we're from Australia, right? So we have over 100 years of experience there. In Singapore, we have total of 30 years of our campus here. Okay. So, yep. Yep, we are located in Middle Road. Okay. Yeah, so like I said, that was just a short snippet about where we are located and a bit more on what we do. So AAC Singapore is one of the leading private institution in Singapore. Although we are a public listed school in Australia in A Poly, but here in Singapore, we are a private institution. Of course, we are governed by EduTrust, etc. But the courses that we provide differs from Australia campus. So we have English courses like ELA course. Okay, that's a short course English courses, usually mainly for students who are wanting to go from different level, foundation, elementary, intermediate. Okay, we also have the government preparatory course. So this one are students who wants to join in our college and then they want to go pursue in a local mainstream school in Singapore. So we have as young as 7-8 years old, as you see in the video, right? So those are students who wants to get into the primary school in Singapore. And we also have, if let's say they are in the high school, we also have those age category as well. Okay, so but of course, the main focus that we want is to get your help to promote our diploma and advanced diploma courses. Okay, currently the number of students that we have, of course, in terms of which country we are recruiting from, we have from Sri Lanka, we have from Philippines, we have from Indonesia, of course. We also have from Laos, Myanmar. We have from Vietnam currently, and also we also have some from China as well. So different parts of Asia we are targeting, but of course, if you have a new market open up, let's say in other parts of Asia or not in Asia, also we are open to enroll the students as well. Okay. Yeah, some unique selling point about AAC Singapore, of course, on top of our vast experience, like I said earlier, we are part of the longest education group in Australia, and we are the only one in Singapore, in fact, that is part of the Australian education group. Yeah, so on top of that, we have a proven methodology, which is based in our Australian qualification framework. We are one of the few colleges in Singapore that is following the AQF frameworks, which means that we are following the education system in Australia. So when the students transit over from our pathway from Singapore to Australia, it's really a good way for them to get familiarized with the system, the education system. And when you transit over, it's much more smoother. Okay, in Singapore can be like a stepping stone for the student, in fact, for those who wants to go to Australia, because some parents, they are very concerned about the safety and etc., right? So Singapore is very safe, and it's one of the most stricter and less crime rates in the world. So which means to say the parents will be more reassured when they send the students here first to gain the experience of studying in another country, and then transit over to either our partners in Australia or in AA Poly as well. Okay, so we also have the measurable results. So for us, we are very results driven. When the students complete the program, we want them to have a good career opportunity or good job employment, right? So that means to say a lot of our students who graduate, to be specific, we have 92% of them that got a job opportunity. This is based on last year rating lah, okay, because we do like annual kind of survey and everything. 92% of them get a job either in Singapore or back in their country. Okay, so in Singapore, usually it could be with the internship company that they work, because we offer an internship program, right, with their program. So some of them, they got a job offer from the employer in the internship, or of course, some of them, they get a job opportunity from another company as well. Okay, so that's just, we are very much driven by results. So we want them to have a good life after they completed their program. Okay, so that's one of our advantage, I would say. And then also the main advantage is also the education pathway. And we are one of the college that provides a pathway to either UK, Australia, or in Netherlands. Okay, so this one I will go through later part. And okay, for our college, we are very much advising, we run the program basically through modular tutorial based assessment. So which means to say it's very progressive learning, and it's all assignment based. So we don't have exams required for them to attend. And some students, they want, want more flexibility, and they want to be more relaxed when they study. They don't want to be too stressed. So this is another advantage, I would say, because it's really more to like follow the international studies, so they don't really have exams and everything, and it's very progressive learning. So it's an advantage for the student if they don't want to be too stressed up when they study in overseas, right? Okay, so that's one. We also have the monthly intake. Okay, I can confidently say that in Singapore, we are the only college that provides a monthly intake. Okay, so this is really because we want to, of course, that's one of our unique selling points, which means to say if students are keen to enroll just for the next month already, we can start enrolling. We do have intake. Okay, but you have to inform Miss Margareta directly, because we need to check if it meets the quota already, because we do have other students enrolling from other countries as well, not just let's say in Indonesia or yeah, Indonesia. So that's why we need to see the quota, but most of the time we should have enough class to start, and we have monthly intake usually. Okay, so yeah, like I mentioned earlier, we have the AQF framework as well. Okay. So credentials wise, like I said, we are a private institution in Singapore, PEI, Education Institute in Singapore. And we have an EduTrust certification, which is very important when you are selling it to parents, especially because they want to know how credible is the school, right? So this is the EduTrust. Not all institutions have this to share with you, but for us in our college in campus in Singapore, we have this awarded quality assurance scheme by the Ministry of Education in Singapore, and it's governed by the CPE as well. Okay, that means we are very, very particular about the students' welfare, students' academics, etc. So we have a certain standard that we have to attain as well for the audit as well. So that's why it's very, very crucial that for us, we have maintained this EduTrust certification year by year. Okay, so for Skills Future, is mainly for students who wants to enroll, like those who are working adults who wants to have a short course experience to study in Singapore. This usually doesn't require a visa. All our short courses like business related are less than a month. So this is Skills Future Singapore Work Skills Qualification certified as well. Okay. And then we also have the Australian qualification framework. So this is very important, especially like I said, we are following the vocational studies, training and education system in Australia. But that being said as well, for the AQF, it's going to be very, very helpful if the students wants to transfer over to Australia, mainly because I'm pretty sure you have heard about the current situation. It's not easy to get an approval rate in Australia currently as well, because there are strictly more measures for international students to get a student pass. Yeah, so for us, what we provide is a pathway, but definitely what we can assure is it helps students to get a better genuinity test when it comes to wanting to pursue study in Australia, because they study in Singapore, which is one of the financially stable country and one of the best education provider as well. So eventually, after they complete, with the AQF certificate, on top of that, our programs are all AQF following the education in Australia. So this is a really good way to test the genuinity, whether the students want, when they pursue to Australia, it will give them much more credibility that they are really keen to pursue in Australia, because they are, studying related to Australian qualification framework as well. Okay, so that aside, of course, if you have students who are really keen to go to Australia pathway, and you believe that it's best to go from, we believe that it's best to send them to Singapore first, then to Australia, mainly because of the current measure, and we try to find a way to fix that gap lah. So this is we have successful students who actually went from our college, complete this program, and then they go to Australia and get our recommendation letter, and it's much more easier with the embassy side in Singapore. Okay, so yeah, and then this is just some of the activities that we held with our agent. Okay, so AAC courses that we provide, this is very important for you to know, because these are the courses that we offer in AAC Singapore. So we got a government preparatory course, like I mentioned. I will share more on this later. So these are like those who are as young as 7, 8 years old, as old as 15 years old that wants to join this program, and then we bring those who wants to join into the government mainstream school. Okay, and then we have short courses as well. Okay, this one, like I mentioned, is more to business related skill. Those who wants to upskill less than a month kind of course. We don't need a visa for this, so it's much more easier. Sorry, yeah. And then we also have the diploma, which is what you are mainly going to focus on, right? So we got diploma and advanced diploma. So usually the courses involve internship. I will share which courses also provide the internship and which doesn't later on. And then we also have the degree. It's a 1-year top-up degree by University of Derby. It's a collaboration that we have basically after they complete the degree, they have it's attained by University of Derby directly. So but it's conducted in Singapore, but at the end of the 12 months program, this hospitality degree, they can actually go for a J1 internship in the United States. So that's an option for them as well. Okay, and then we also have the English program, those who just want to have a 6-month study or 12-month studies to improve their English proficiency. We have different levels from foundation, elementary to intermediate or pre-intermediate as well. Okay. Yeah, so this is the preparatory course. Like I said, usually those grade 1 to 6 can apply, or those below 15 for secondary school. Right now, we have a government preparatory course for those on a younger level, which is from grade 1 to 6. O level, we are going to stop soon because right now we are not running this as much because we want to stop and focus on our IGCSE, which is more popular for our international students. Yeah, because IGCSE is recognized in many countries, and IGCSE itself will also provide them to go to a local school in the polytechnic or even university in Singapore. Okay. Yeah, so these are the short courses, less than 6 months, less than a month program. It all is really mainly related to business. Okay, and then we also have our diploma. Okay, right now our main 3 focus is business, technology, and hospitality. So for agriculture, we are not running this program yet because I'm sure you guys know that Singapore is a very city area. So yeah, it's we are not running this as much. But we do have a business, technology, and hospitality running ongoing at the moment. So these are the verticals that we have. Under business, we have different courses. I will share later part like logistics, business management, program management, etc. And then technology is information technology. And then we also have the hospitality program. Okay, and then we have a degree program here in AAC Singapore, which is a 1-year top-up degree, like I mentioned. It's a honorable degree offered by University of Derby, which is a collaboration, special one that we had with UUOD. So this one, like I mentioned, at the end of it, they will have an opportunity to go for United States to do their internship and have a J1 internship pass. Okay. And then the English program, right now we are mainly running the EFL. Okay, this is one. And then the course details. Okay, so let me just open up the course details first for your reference. Course details. Okay, so for course details. Okay, so far everyone can see my screen, yeah? It's all good, yeah? Can see the Excel spreadsheet? Yeah, okay. I'm assuming yes, since no one responds. Okay, so for this course information, we have preparatory, short course, diploma, degree, and the English. So let's say we are looking at diploma, right? So for now, let's say we are focusing on diploma in business management. So it's a program whereby hold on. Okay, whereby it starts on the first Monday of every month. So like I said, there's a monthly intake. And the courses are held from Monday to Friday, 8 to 11 or 11:30 to 2:30. It's only 3 hours daily. And every last week of the month, which is the 4th week, they have a self-study break, which means they don't have to come to college, or they just focus to do their work at home. If they want to, they can come to college and look for our lecturers and ask for help. But most of the time, it's a break technically for the students to focus on their assignment. Okay, so from this timing, right, 3 hours, you can't choose, the students can't choose. Usually it's by the intake itself. We will inform the agent on the day of reporting, on the student for the day of reporting as well. Okay, so if you want to take a look at the duration, right, it's you can take a look. So the day and time is here. Duration is 12 months, okay, for business in management. Okay, 12 months. If you realize some of them has a 6IA, okay, those who have 6IA means 6 months of industrial attachment program. So there will be internship. So that means for business management, we don't have an internship. So for retail management, we have, for logistics supply chain, we have, and then we also have for our advanced in IT and all the hospitality program. Okay. So let's say we go back to our business side, right? It's 12 months. And then you can see all the marketing collaterals here. If they are looking for the website, you can take a look here. Okay, all the informations are there. And then we also have the brochure, which can be found in the resources as well. Okay, it's loading. Okay, so this is like the flyer that you can send to the student. All the details of the program and the university detail is all there. Okay, and then we also have the slides that we have done up. If you want to present to your potential parents, like why join our diploma in business management, why in Singapore. Okay, these are slides that we already come up with actual statistic. Right now in Singapore, it's one of a high demand skills needed for business management skills. Okay, so and a job salary, how much, and what are the job opportunities that they can attain at the end of it? What can they do from this certificate? Okay, and all the details about AAC and the modules that we have. Okay, so and also at the end of it, there's always going to be testimonials as well by one of our students that completed from Russia as well. Okay, so for this particular skills, you progress to advanced diploma. So that's also a way to share that, you know, there is a pathway after you complete business management in diploma. You want to go advanced, we also have a progression for you as well. Okay, so these are all the marketing related stuff. And then we talk about the modules on the academic side, right? So it's all here, you can actually view. So for business management, you can see it's operation management. All these are courses, are modules that will be running during that 12 months program. So every month it's one module. Usually like for this will probably be 12 months. If internship, usually it will be lesser lah, because they have internship to complete for 6 months, right? Okay, so on top of that, right, you can explain to you what are the skills that they can attain at the end of it. Okay, let's say for business management, they can learn how to formulate and manage project plan at the end, and then develop ideas or identify business opportunities at the end. So that is if you want to share with the parents, these are some skill set that they can attain. Then yeah, we have that here. And then we also have the requirements next. So requirements are quite important. It's the prerequisite, right, to see whether the students are able to attain to go for this program, enroll. So let's say if their minimum age needs to be 16 years old, so those students who have completed their first year of SMR, they can actually join already this program. So for academics requirement, they just need to have grade 10. So like I said, if they completed their first year of SMR, they can be eligible already. But of course, we suggest to complete all the all the 3 years, complete the SMR, and then go for a program. Okay, then they can go for either diploma or advanced diploma. Okay, they are qualified for both. Okay, but of course for degree, you need to go through advanced diploma before you go for degree lah. But in an Indonesia kind of context, the requirements for education is you just need to complete either their first year of SMR or complete all the 3 years and then go for advanced diploma, or they can also go for diploma if there's more course that they prefer lah. Okay, to go start off with diploma first. Okay, so and then for English requirement, we don't need an IELTS, but if the student have an IELTS, then they don't have to go through our English proficiency test. Okay, so if you take a look here, we have a AAC English placement test, which is done when they come here for reporting. Okay, so usually most of our students will pass. Not to worry, it's very simple, basic English. It's simpler than IELTS. It's just a way for us to ensure that the student has a decent proficiency before they go for our study here in Singapore, because our first language here is not Bahasa, it's in English Singapore. So that's why it's important that they if they have a basic English proficiency, and they need to go through our placement test during the reporting. But if let's say they like I said, most students pass, but if let's say they are they didn't do well, they didn't pass or meet the requirement, we will provide them with a free English program, okay, for them to complete for 3 months, and then they can go for the our business program afterwards. Okay, so that's for your reference as well. Okay, and then for degree, you can take a look here. All the details are here. If you're talking about J1 internship, yeah, there are more details here. After graduation, students will be eligible to go for internship in US, either for 6 months or 12 months, and they get paid USD amount, and that's accommodation, all that is also provided as well. Okay, so that's one option. For diploma, okay, I think that's about it. So far the course information I've gone through already. Okay, but you need to, of course, maneuver the whole thing. For degree, we have international hospitality, and we also have the international tourism management. It's a 1-year top-up degree. Usually the requirements is they need to be at least 18 years old, and they need to have AAC advanced diploma in tourism management, or they can have a diploma related to hospitality, or advanced diploma in related to hospitality, or a very good job experience. And then you can send in the application and see. If let's say the student has a bachelor degree already, but a different field, but the student is already working experience quite long, you can let us know. We can get our academic team to assess whether they meet, or they need to go for a bridging module or something, and to qualify or what. Okay, so just let us know, and let Miss Margareta know more, and then I will be able to communicate with her and assist on that end. Okay. Yeah, so the English program. So for English program, you can take a look. All the details are all here as well. And on top of that, we have different levels. Okay, we have level 1 all the way to level 5. So foundation is students who really cannot speak English, is a real beginner. So this is really more of a supportive approach. So those who are foundation, a lot of our Vietnamese students, Thailand students, a lot of some of our Laos students, Myanmar students, they join this program, okay, for foundation. Usually for Indonesia, of course, you have to see the proficiency, but most of my students from Indonesia, they will go for either elementary or pre-intermediate usually, okay, or and above. Yeah, so there's a different level, and of course, if they complete this, they can promote here, and extend for another 6 months, etc. if they want to. Okay, so this is just a short 6 months to 12 months program. You can choose either 6 months or 12 months lah. Okay, although we have an option to go up to 15 months also. Okay, so yeah, so far all this is quite okay and clear, right? Everyone is quite okay with it? Yeah, okay. So let's move on to the course fees. Okay, let me just open up the course fees. Okay, so the course fee is quite simple. You can actually maneuver this whole thing. There's a top part that you have to bring down the tab. So let's say the student wants to go for a diploma program. For instance, they want to go for, like I said, business management program again. You have to choose the correct tab. Yeah, let's say the students can pay 2 installment plan, and they want to do it on site. Always click international. They are not onshore. Yeah, and 9% is our GST charge. It's a government service tax for local and foreigners as well. They have to pay this, and then not a student in AAC. Okay, so the cost is quite straightforward. Just take a look at the gray tab here with GST. The cost is about 6,784. Okay, this is with GST inclusive. There's no hidden cost fee or whatsoever. This is the cost fee for the whole thing already. And there's also the first installment they can pay, and the second installment. First installment they pay before the course start, after visa has been approved, yeah. And then the second installment they have to pay on the 3rd month of the program. So after they are starting the program already, 3rd month they have to pay, this will be due. Okay, or if they prefer one installment plan, they don't want to pay the full payment. They don't want installment, right? So let's say for business management again, you pay this amount, you realize it's slightly lesser because we don't charge the additional interest, bank interest charge. Okay, so then the course fee will be this amount they have to pay the first installment full before the course start lah. Okay, and then yeah, it's quite simple to maneuver. You can take a look. Usually we will just look at the GST site. Okay, and then same thing for degree as well. All the courses for degree we have option to 3 installment plan. Okay, so it's quite flexible. The cost is about 12K. And then for preparatory course, let's say the students who are wanting to go into, parents want to send them to go into a local school in Singapore, they can go for our IGCSE, which is quite popular as well for Indonesia students. So they can go for the 6 months prep, and then they go for the exam, and then they will join the following year for the college, for the mainstream college, mainstream secondary school or primary school. Okay, and then we also have the enrollment fees. Okay, so aside from all that fees, it's already considered the net example. Everything is inclusive already. Insurance, everything has been included. It's just the enrollment fees we have to collect for the visa application and everything, and the admin charge. It's about $109 for diploma and advanced diploma. Degree is $163. And then preparatory course like IGCSE, all this is 218. Even our English course is 218 as well. Okay, yeah, so that's about it. Yeah, okay, and then we also have the brochures. All these you can find here. Okay, all the diploma brochure, this one you can get from Miss Margareta. She'll be able to provide you. It's all our courses. We have e-flyer, e-brochure. Okay, the retail management program is also 6 months on campus, 6 months of industrial attachment. We'll be attaching them to a company in Singapore as well. Okay, so yeah, this is all about it. And then I need to go through a bit more on the pathway as well. Okay, can you guys see my screen for the AAC education pathway? All good, yeah? Just let me know if you see it.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, great. So yeah, if you take a look here, you can see all the different pathway. So we skip agriculture for now. Like I said, let's focus on business, hospitality, or IT. So for business, you will see that the requirement is they need to be 16, same thing again, grade 10. And then after they completed that, we can go for our diploma straight away. Okay, so under business vertical, we got diploma in project management. Okay, that's about 6 months course. And then we got diploma in retail management, that's 12 months program. And we also have a leadership management, 12 months. And then we got diploma logistics supply chain, 12 months. Diploma in business management, 12 months. Okay, so if you take a look out of all these, the one that has the internship is retail and logistics supply chain. So that means 6 months of study, 6 months of internship for these two. Okay, the rest, there's no internship. And then afterwards, they can go for the advanced diploma. Okay, in Singapore, they can go for either leadership management or program management, which is 9 months. 9 months, there's no internship for this as well. So after they complete like about 2 years here, they can go for our bachelor degree. Okay, all these programs, right, they can go for the advanced diploma, either of these two. And then either of these two can go for our degree in Australia, okay, which is conducted in the Melbourne campus, Bachelor of Business Leadership Management. The link is also here as well, and it's about 24 months program. Usually it's about 3 years program, but we get course exemption because the students has already completed 2 years in Singapore, right? So we get some course module exemption, and then the student just need to complete 2 years. And then the course fee is also stated here as well in Singapore dollars. Okay. And then we have the technology one. Same thing, grade 10, if they qualify, you can go enroll them for diploma. Okay, so for diploma in information technology, it's about 12 months. And the advanced diploma is conducted in Australia, which is either in our AA Poly Sydney or in Melbourne campus. That will be conducted for 6 months. Okay, sorry. Yeah, 6 months. Okay, it's not 3.7, it should be 4K around there. Okay, so you can refer to our this later I will show again for the Excel spreadsheet for the pathway. This is not updated, yeah, the price. Okay, so after advanced diploma, you can either go for either 3 of these option. So Bachelor in Info Technology in University of Canberra for 18 months, and then in Australia, and then Bachelor Information and Com Technology in Fontys University in Netherlands. This is for 30 months, and then Bachelor Information in Technology in Chartered University in Australia. That's for 18 months. Okay, if you realize the shorter the duration, the more expensive it is. Its one is 18 months, 18 months, fees is 41, 41. And then the one in Fontys University is slightly cheaper, but it's for 30 months. Okay, so the option is there for the students if they want a cheaper alternative, or if they want you know, in certain countries it's all there stated, so you guys can direct them to which is more suited for their needs as well. Okay, and then lastly, we got the hospitality pathway. So only for our hospitality program, they need to have a grade 12. Okay, so for the students who have completed the SMR already, they can straight away go for our diploma. If not, they need to go for our specialist diploma, which is a foundation diploma. Okay, so those who are in grade 10 or in grade 10, 11, they need to go through SDHM before they go for our diploma, which is a 15 months program, 9 months of curriculum, 6 months of internship. Okay, and then after they complete, they can go for our advanced diploma in Singapore again. It's a 9+6 as well, 15 months. Okay, okay, in Singapore, there's this rule whereby international students, Ministry of Manpower in Singapore doesn't allow the international students to work more than, do internship more than one time. So if let's say the student decide to do in diploma, they can't do it for advanced diploma. And usually I will encourage to do the advanced diploma for the internship, because that's when they will meet the employer, and then most of them decide to work after the advanced diploma, right? So that's when they can have a better employment rate as well, because usually the employer will also provide them a job opportunity after they complete. Okay, in some cases lah. Okay, so that's why I always suggest to complete here. So if let's say they don't complete, they don't have a 6 months internship, we'll replace it with a 1 month graduation project. So 9 months of curriculum, 1 month of graduation project. Okay, and then after that is 9+6 year. And then afterwards, we have an opportunity to go for a degree if they want to. It's either they go in, they stay in Singapore for AAC Singapore for 12 months, a top-up 1-year degree by based in University of Derby. Okay, but it's conducted in Singapore, or they can go for our Bachelor in Tourism and Hospitality in AAC Australia. Okay, that's a 24 months program, and they got module exemption as well. Instead of 3 full years, they go for 2 years only. Okay, so there's always a pros and cons. If the students likes to stay in Singapore after staying for a while, then they can go for the degree here, and it's shorter and it's much more cheaper as well, and it's an internationally recognized degree, because University of Derby is one of the good degrees in UK. So if a student decides to find another job opportunity not in Singapore, it's a recognizable certification as well. Okay, but in Australia, although it's not internationally recognized, but it's recognized in Australia, of course, and it's longer. If they want more exposure, of course, they can go for Australia, but the course fee will be slightly higher as well, because it's longer. Okay, and they got 2 years to complete as well. Okay, and then yeah, and then this is one of our success stories. It's not easy to get students to be our testimonials. So this is one of the Sri Lankan students that we have as well, and some of our students that study diploma and went to our advanced diploma in IT in Australia. Okay, yeah, so these are some testimonials as well. Okay, yeah, I think that's about it, but I can share with you the forms. Okay, all these forms, Miss Margarita, do take note, this whole tab is actually the forms that they can use. So if let's say they are going for diploma, you can send them all these 3 along with the documents required So what are the documents they require? It's stated here in the procedure enrollment. Okay, so we will need the supporting document, usually is passport, educational transcript that is translated, of course, and notarized, and a passport size photo. These are the main things that we need. Okay, and the enrollment fees need to pay $109. Okay, and along with all the application forms. Okay, so all the application forms can be found here. If you want to have a easy way, you can just click here to download all the form. It will bring you to the same page as well. Okay, it's just a sub header. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay, so yeah, these are the enrollment procedure step by step and what to expect. Okay, can I know if any of them have sent students here in Singapore? And just a quick question.
I think yes, some of them have sent a student to Singapore, but usually to like TCU Singapore or PSP Academy.
Okay, I hear you. So at least your team has experience sending students to Singapore, because we need that. If not, I have to go through definitely a separate training lah for the team, because the visa application process and all, the college will assist. Okay, it's slightly different compared to other countries. In Singapore, we will do the whole thing for you, but you have to provide us with all the documents lah. Okay, so usually what happens is I will send the link, the Google Drive, whereby Miss Margareta can also put all the document, dump in all the folders there. For instance, let me just open a quick one. I have one. Quick one. Okay, just a quick one. So let's say I send in the drive, right? Okay, so let's say one of the students example. Okay, not this one. Maybe I give you a full one. Okay, let's say example, one student. Okay, one student from. Okay, so let's say the application form. Okay, they filled up already quite clearly.
Sakila, I think it's still the enrollment process.
Oh, okay, you can't see it. Okay, let me open up. Hold on now. Share screen. Okay. Can you see my screen now? Can ya? Can see the screen now. Okay,
Yeah,
so
okay.
let's say I will send a link to Miss Margareta. She will be able to dump all the files in one folder. So let's say we are talking about one student here, example. So they need to fill up the application form, the visa application form, as well as the indemnity form. Okay, so application form, they need to fill accordingly, which intake, etc. This is quite normal. So all this information, course structure, all this, you can actually find in a video. Let me just switch again the video. Okay. Okay, there's a video whereby it will show you how to fill up the form. And hold on. There's a video guide here. Okay, so you can open up and see as well how to fill up the form, because I know it's the first time. It may not be easy if let's say you have a first application, right? So we recorded a video for the form filling. Okay, so it's quite clear for your for you guys to fill up the form. That's the main thing. Okay, yeah, and then how to go through. I think it's quite important to go through the pre-course. So all these we have went through, so it's good that you could also go through properly, as because it's they need to know this, especially the international student. They need to know what to expect. This is like a pre-counseling form, so we need to ensure that we go through this accordingly as well, so that when they come here in Singapore, in our campus, they don't feel so lost and like, they suddenly they're not sure of certain things and all. Okay, so that's important as well. Yeah, and then like I said, hold on, let me just show a quick one again. Oh, sorry, not this. This one. Okay, so application form, e-form is the visa application form. It's quite straightforward. Some of your agents, sub-agents have already, they're quite aware of this. So if you need help, of course, feel free to reach out to me. Usually I will do my own counter check as well, but usually the agents will help to fill up first accordingly with the students. Okay, so let's say you need a high school diploma cert, for instance. Yeah, we need it notarized as well. Okay, and then we got the indemnity form. Yeah, this one is the forms that you can find in the forms drive earlier. Sure. And then we also need a passport photo as well. Okay, so we need the passport photo as well with a white background, and also the passport. Okay, for example. And then, okay, if let's say they have a PTE or IELTS, please send it to us so that we can really check. If they don't need to go for the placement test, then it will be easier for them in the reporting day as well. Okay, yeah, so all these are what we require from the from agents now. Okay, so from the students, need your help, especially when you are filling up the form. Ensure the application form, e-form, and the indemnity form, along with the educational transcript, translated and notarized, are all there. Okay, and then we can process for the offer letter. Okay, that's when you will get your offer letter. And then once they have received the offer letter, we can process. Of course, we need the enrollment fees as well before we submit for the visa application lah. Okay, so the visa application, it takes about 2 to 4 weeks after we submit. Usually, if you are planning to go for, let's say, September intake, we need to collect all and submit all the visa application, everything by end of July. At least 2 to 4 weeks before, 2 to 4 weeks is the duration that ICA, the period of time that ICA need. Usually it could be earlier, sometimes it could be 4 weeks. So that's why we encourage agents to do it 1 month before the intake. Okay, so submit the application before 1 month before the intake itself. Okay, so far I think that's about it. Okay, can I ask, we can move straight away to our, questions and answer, Q&A. So Miss Margareta, maybe you can get the team to ask some question as well if they have any questions.
Okay. Thank you for the presentation, Akila.
No
For
problem.
everyone, if you have any question or any inquiries regarding the AAC programs, tuition fee duration, or anything else, please do not hesitate to submit your question in the Q&A box, and we will address your question directly now.
Okay, let's just wait for a while.
Okay, maybe while waiting for them to submit their question, it's quite interesting that you also offer for internship, right? For some program.
Yep.
And usually the question from the student, is the student will get paid for the internship or it's unpaid internship?
Okay, so this is a very good question. Usually, most of our agents will ask this as well. But to answer your question directly, yes, it will be a paid internship opportunity. So roughly, the students are getting paid from, the least I would say is 800 SGD dollar. But usually, because we have a whole list of industrial attachment partner, that is our strength in AAC Singapore. So usually that we get is about 1.4 to 1.5 Sing dollar. That's the average of what our students are earning outside in the company that we attach them to. Okay, so it's in fact they can even pay for the whole course fee, because it's if you take 1.5 times 6, it's like more than 6K already. I think that's the course fee as well. So I think it's a good way, because that's really our unique selling point. We can also share with you some of the IA partners that we work with. Okay, but a lot of the students, they like it because they get paid internship. Yeah, and this is our specialty. So if you have students that are really keen for 6 months study or 9 months study and then 6 months of internship, please let us know and we can assist the whole process. And that's our strength lah, because not all private institution in Singapore provide this unique selling point, okay? And it's not easy to get one of the education provider to have the internship. We have to go through a whole lot process as well with the ministry side also. So yes, that is our strength. And to answer your question, yes, it's a paid opportunity for the students.
Okay, that's very good then for a student, because I heard that it's quite hard for international students to work during their study, right?
Yes, definitely. Because when they have a student pass, they're not allowed to work unless they are working with unless you are studying in a local school in Singapore, like NUS or polytechnics in Singapore. Then it's different. It's government school. Then it's a different pass that they're getting, student pass, but they have eligibility to still work. But yes, to answer your question, yes, it's when you have a student pass and you're studying in a private institution in Singapore, you can't work while studying part-time, while you're part-time working and studying, cannot. It's illegal, in fact, okay? But we do have, to be very honest with you, okay, 90% of our students here are schooling. But of course, we don't encourage, but I'm just sharing with you, this is the situation that we are having currently in Singapore. Just that we don't hope that they get caught because when they got caught, the pass get revoked and they might have difficulty completing their studies and etc. Okay, I think we have one question.
We have a question here. I'm interested in short course program. How to apply for this course?
Who's this anonymous attendee?
Yeah.
Okay, I want
What?
to clarify which short course, because we got several short course program. Is it the upskilling for the business course? Is that what or is that what anonymous attendee means? Can you clarify? Because we have a few short courses.
Yeah, maybe for the question, which short course program that you are addressing in your question? Oh, for the business short course program.
Okay, so I'm assuming it's hold on, I'm assuming it's the program for this program, right? Is it this one? Correct me if I'm wrong. Anonymous attendee, please confirm with me. Yes, okay, good.
Yes.
So you are keen for this course. Usually we don't need to apply for visa. For this one, it's usually 2 to 3 weeks course. It's about at least about, I think if I'm not mistaken, about 68 hours, less than 72 hours. So it's like you can do it for like twice a week. So usually they are holding a tourist pass and they are studying here, but they are attaining a certificate from Singapore, which is recognized from the work skills qualification. Okay. This course, how to apply? Okay, good question. So hold on now, let me just open up. Okay. So for short courses, same thing, you just go to the forms. Okay, in the forms, you should see the short course form. Okay, and you just need to fill up this accordingly. Okay, for this program, we just need the student's passport details and also their whatever educational transcript that they can provide, please provide as well. Okay, so then from here on, you can apply, you just need to tick accordingly. Okay, if it's self-sponsored, usually for my international students, they are all self-sponsored. So the course fee itself is all stated here. Okay, you can, same thing again, go to the course fees, details, course fee, sorry, here. Okay, short courses. Yeah, right now we are running this through program at the moment. Okay, as of now, the popular one will be the Excel customer service to achieve results. Okay, personally, I have attended this program and it's very hands-on. So you need to be able to go through case studies and everything. It's really to prepare the managerial people who are really going to understand from the top to the bottom service. Okay, so this is a Excel customer service. For personal management and development is more related to human resource, HR. because it's more relating about the culture and also the managerial, like how to prepare, how to manage your team, that kind of thing. So this is really HR related, or those CEO or managerial positions, they can apply for this course. Okay, I suggest, because I went for this too. Yeah, and Excel customer service is much more relatable and it's much more relaxed, I would say. But for this, it's very more to the manageable position. So you need to understand the context of management as well. This will prepare you, in fact, to become a manager as well. Okay, so yes, the course fee is quite straightforward. If you're international students, just pick international. Okay, and then the course, it doesn't matter like international, all the price is the same. You can choose the even no matter the age lah. Okay, so let's say their age is 21 to 39. So the course fee is roughly about this fee. Okay, 509. It's for 3 days, but we cannot run the whole day, right? The course, it will be very draggy. So we split it into about 2, 4, 6, about 6 days lah, basically. So it starts from 2 to 6. Okay, the class is about 2 to 6 p.m. It's not that draggy lah. Same hours, it's about 3 hours, same as our diploma courses. Okay, so then it will be split into that. Can I ask, how about the English entry? Need IELTS core. Okay, so all our courses, the students need to go through an English proficiency test for international students, no matter if they actually have IELTS or not lah, actually. It's just a way of us ensuring and making sure that the students meet the basic proficiency, okay, before they go for our program, because a class is conducted in English. So yes, they don't need an English entry requirement. They just need to pass our AAC proficiency test when they come for reporting. Okay, but if the student have basic English, please, as a counselor, you need to assess as well their proficiency. If they really have difficulty, then I of course I don't want to suggest to attend, because you need to understand that they come to a country that is, you know, like a English spoken country, and the classes are all conducted in English, so they need to be somehow educated in English as well, but no need to have an IELTS. It's not a requirement, not a must. Sorry, I want to ask if there is a student that wanted to transfer to Australia to finish the bachelor degree in IT, but turns out that he or she has rejection of Australia visitor visa before. Would it be a problem for the student, or is it better for him to continue bachelor degree in Singapore? Okay, usually, okay, I think you guys are more experienced because you guys send students to Australia, and I believe that once you have been rejected before, either student pass or even visitor pass, then is whether the college wants to accept you or not. And our college, of course, we are also quite strict on that. Okay, once rejected already, then I think, you know lah, it's not easy to get approval. Okay, but what we can assure you is I would still, okay, honestly, I would still suggest to go for the bachelor degree in Singapore. But if the students are really hesitant and wants to try for the Australia visitor, wants to try for the bachelor degree and want to complete the bachelor degree IT in Australia, we can try to assist to the whole process again, because it's applying to our AA Poly, and he has completed our curriculum here as well, right? So completed our diploma and advanced diploma. She has rejected. So can I clarify this one, the advanced diploma she wants to complete in Australia, or want to go to?
No, I think the question is the student, if the student study in AAC, takes the diploma or until advanced diploma, and then want to continue or transfer the bachelor in Australia, not in Singapore. Is it possible, or it would still better if we just finish the bachelor in Singapore?
Okay, there's always gonna be a risk because they got rejected before. So I think you guys on the other hand is well versed and experienced on that. If you guys applied, a rejection student pass before, colleges will not accept is one thing, but there's another thing whereby immigration may question again. Okay, but the thing is you have completed your program already 2 years in Singapore. So it gives you a chance of, like a redemption, I would say, for you guys, for the student itself. And we can also write a recommendation letter from the CEO side to assist with the application again. But to be very frank, the chances may not be as high in compared to those students who have never been rejected before. Okay, you have to be honest on that part. But in that sense, there's always an option and alternative. If the student wants to go to Australia, we can help to assist the process and apply. In cases where they got rejected, we can still apply for our bachelor degree in Singapore. So that is not an issue. Usually 3 months before before they end their advanced diploma, we will already be asking the student whether they want to proceed bachelor in Singapore or in Australia. Okay, so that's why we will start submitting the application already. Okay, I hope that answers the question now.
Okay, so the AAC can support, but cannot like give the confirmation that
100%,
it
yeah.
will.
Okay.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
immigration side is not within our control, even in Singapore. So as much as I want, all the students to get approved, yeah, okay, but in the reality check, we have to also set the pros and cons to the student, have to be very transparent. Okay, I hope I answered all the question already.
Okay, is there any more question? Maybe we can have like one last question for our registrant. Okay, if there's no more question, maybe we can close this training session for today.
Okay, that's good.
I will share with the registrant, with our agent partners for the link regarding the brochure, and then for the forms. And also the recording, we will also share it with our attendees and agent partners.
Just send it to me as well, the link, if you could.
Okay.
Because at least I can review also and see if, I can
Usually
share it too.
we upload it in the YouTube for
that would be good. Just send
today's
me the link. Yeah, no worries. You just update me on that. Okay, that's great.
Okay.
I hope it has been a fruitful session, and I hope I know it's early in the morning, but your lunch is coming, guys. Yeah, so I hope it has been quite the information are well absorbed. And of course, if you have any questions, you can always ask Miss Margareta. She's the one that I'm communicating directly to from Yes Education. So yes, anything you want to ask, please ask Miss Margareta. She will help you, assist you with the information resources that you need. She has access to all of it. And let me know if we can start marketing the campaign soon. It would be good, and start promoting to your potential prospects, because I believe that the 6+6 program is going to be very helpful. In fact, our Indonesia market, they are really keen on the internship. That's why we get most of our students here, and we need your help on that. We want to expand the market from Indonesia. Right now, most of my Indonesian are those small little kids, GPC students, government preparatory course. Yeah, so I need more diploma or advanced diploma students from Indonesia. I want to help the team, and I also hope you guys can help us on our hand. Let's work together lah, hand in hand, yeah.
Okay, maybe if our agents have like activity, school expo, or maybe they have info session, we can propose them to you also.
Yes, please, definitely. Especially the info session or what, you just invite me, or you have a potential consultant with a parent that you need my advice on. I can even hop in the Zoom call as well to advise the parents. Okay, so just let me know if you need any help. We'll be more than happy to assist the team lah. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone.
If after the session you have any inquiries, please do not hesitate to reach Yes Education team. we are just one message away or one email away. Okay, thank you for
Thank you
everyone.
everyone for attending. Okay, I think they're still here. They're still here. And I'm... Eh?